R&B Money.
To become Cool and Dre, right? Where does that start? Does that process start with you doing something over here and going crazy, and you doing something over here and going crazy, and then like, man, you going crazy over there? I'm going crazy. What do you think about? Like, how does that even happen?
No, that's a good question. I mean, I think it started first, Cool and I, we met in high school and we met in choir. So,
So this singing thing is different. It's real.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
No, hold on. You can't even, it wasn't choir. Let's not disrespect the class he was in.
Sure.
Okay.
This was vocal ensemble.
So we,
Vocal ensemble is different than choir.
So we were in vocal ensemble, performance choir, and choir. Like, like in my senior year, I had 5 music classes. Like, you know what I'm saying, going crazy with it. And we met in chorus, and our teacher, Miss A, she left an impression on us, like a serious imprint on us, because a lot of the things we learned in class, we took that with us, like, along the way, from producing vocalists and whatnot, everything that she taught us about breath control and sing from the diaphragm and your head voice, your falsetto, all that shit, reading music, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of when we started an R&B group, that's how we started making beats. We were in an R&B group. We couldn't find any producers that would do anything for us, and we couldn't afford it. So me and Cool, we just put some money together, and one of the guys from the group had started like a t-shirt company with one of our homeboys, and we was just like, man, these niggas starting their own shit. They're not even inviting us.
They ain't even asked us to be part of your little company.
They got a little t-shirt company. Fucking me and you, let's produce, man. Let's teach you how to produce. So that's how it started. You know what I'm saying? And
I like the part where you said y'all was an R&B group.
Yeah. We made a name for ourselves.
Do people know that?
Yeah, nah, people don't. And then when they find out, shout out 7th Streeter, she might not remember this, but she tried to test my R&B. She tried to test the claw.
Yeah.
Nah, she didn't
What was
fare
the name
well.
of the group?
Basic Unity.
Basic Unit. It was a 4-man group.
It was a 4-man group.
There's 5,000 promo shots of us wearing Carcanine jackets.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Miami, somebody's wall or in somebody's.
Y'all just passing them joints out.
Yeah.
Man, look,
now we had a little team,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And we were performing at all the high schools, and like we made a name for ourselves locally. At the same time, we're DJs too. So, we're doing all the pirate stations. That's where we met Khaled back in '96.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we were making us a name for ourselves as DJs too. You know what I'm saying? So we just made a conscious decision to take music serious. And part of that was us becoming producers. And I think with me and Cool, we've been so tight for so long. We know each other so well. I know when he's in a zone, just let him cook. You know what I'm saying? And if I hear something he's doing, I get an idea, I'll tell him. And he'll be like, well, come fuck with it. Or like I Hate It or Love It, like,
we're going right into the hits.
No, I'm just telling you.
I don't think you have a choice.
Please
I don't
do your
think-
thing. Right.
It's just so many,
So like I Hate It or Love It.
So,
The underdog's on top.
With that, Cool would leave whatever he was working on the MPC, he would leave it up. And we were in his mom's garage.
Shout out to the old girl, man, letting us cook freely.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she let us
saying?
live. You know what I'm saying? So one day I pull up, he's not there, and I go to our studio and I just press play on the MPC, and it's the Hate It or Love It beat. But I heard the sample flip a little different than how Cool had it, because I was just listening to the Black album had just dropped, and that Encore record was just like so special. Just the way that John Legend was singing it, flowing on that, the way that it was just, I listened to it for like an hour outside his mom's crib. So I had that in my brain. So when I pressed play, I was hearing that the way that I was listening to Encore. So I just chopped it up a little bit, and then he came back. He was like, oh yeah, that's dope. And he put the hi-hat sample on it. So sometimes it just happens that way. Sometimes Cool cook the whole shit, and I'll just come in and lay a reference, like I'll sing a chorus, sing a hook or whatnot when we send the record out or when we're working with artists. So you know what I'm saying?
And then some things are magic.
Like
you know what I'm saying? Some things are magic as well. Like when Dre started vibing out, I walked in and I was like, there was this thing I used to like to do. We always had the turntable set up.
Yeah.
And we just had a wall of records with samples and shit. And I used to always like to put the turntables on so we can hear them live. And while the beat is going, I would drop the needle somewhere. Right? Just randomly drop the needle. And then when the sample would come in, it would come in on such a different timing that you don't even recognize it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be like, oh,
That
you heard
works.
that? And then
You hear that?
and then I
Yeah.
bring it back, but it's completely, you never recognize that it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this particular time I dropped it and the signature hi-hat came on. I said, yo, sample this. And we put the hi-hat in there, which ended up being a signature portion of
on the
that
head
beat.
of the Love It, that hi-hat loop.
Which
And
give it that
I
groove.
Hope,
You know
I
what I'm
hope
saying?
these kids are listening.
Man,
This is what you're doing right now is a masterclass.
Yeah.
Because people aren't thinking like that when they're sampling records.
Nah, when you sampling, you know, you going through this. This is like drop the needle where it drops. Sometimes you get magic, sometimes you don't. But I used to be like, drop. And then there'll be a segment of
While you have the
vocal.
MP playing.
A vocal will come
A vocal,
on.
yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're searching. You just drop
No, you
that
just
mother-
letting it live. until
we call
then.
it the randomizer. You know what I'm saying? Let's see
Randomizer.
let's see what happens. But I used to love doing that because we'll have beats playing, and then you're always gonna get something different.
Yeah.
When you drop it. Sometimes you ain't getting that, but you know how you're searching for a certain song.
It's a different kind of inspiration when it's
Exactly.
out of that random
Exactly.
magical
It's
space.
coming in a
It's not calculated. Yeah.
And when it comes in on key, it's
really crazy.
really like, oh,
Yeah.
It's meant.
doop,
Yeah.
slide it in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or we would use it as inspiration for like a hook. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then Joy would be like, yo, let me pop a hook on there. And at that point, it inspired to create an original element.